So we've finished quilting our next section across our quilt, and we've come to the end. We're ready to start moving down the quilt, and so I just want to show you some of these placement markers that we've already placed to help us align the quilt correctly, or the design on the quilt correctly. This marking sticker is for the next row down, and this one over here is for the next row down as well. So you'll have 2 for the next row, but you might have 3 or 4 depending on how wide your quilt is as you're moving across. So as you're placing the first section, you're using the top edge to align the quilt, and you're using the end of the design to be your starting points. That's moving across, these are to move down. So I'm getting ready to unclamp, so I'll unclamp and we'll meet back here. So I've reclamped or repositioned my quilt top so I can now place my design on my next row down. And all I did was use my machine kind of as my guideline. I moved it over here to the side and all the way back as far as I could, okay? So that helps me know that I want the marking sticker to be away so it doesn't hit the handle. And we can start quilting and place our design for the next section. So use your sewing machine. It gives you a real advantage on understanding where to align your fabric onto your frame. So the next thing I'm going to do, remember our little select the quilt top edges. Okay, we have this section, again, it's going to appear every time you shift your fabric so that now you can align the edges correctly. So instead of using the top corners, I'm past those. Now I'm down into the next row or next section. So I'm going to use the side one right here, and I'm going to create my edges. And I'm just going to come in here, making sure my foot is off my quilt. And I'm going to tap up here and along here, using my foot as my guide, and notice how it moves out. Now, because I have my placement stickers, I'm going to tap on next, and it's asking me to now place my design. Those little stickers with that little hole, this little hole right here is your marking sticker and your marking hole. We're going to use those to place our next design, our next row down. So I'm going to align my needle, and if you want to make sure that it's aligned, use your needle jog or your hand wheel and make it jog down and align your needle right over that marking hole and tap on the left node. And then I'm going to move to the right point and do the same thing. And now I've aligned and placed my designs. Okay, next. And we're going to move over to our starting stitch. I'm just moving it over, then I'm going to tap on starting stitch. It's going to move to the start point of the design, insert the needle. I'm just going to use my threads and pull my thread up. Just hold it off to the side and tap on next and sew. And just stand back and let it do its job. So this is the same process as you're quilting across and down your quilt. It's very repetitive, very easy, and very fun, and enjoy it. Take your time, don't rush through any of the steps, and you'll have great success quilting your edge-to-edge designs.